The number of every golden Mickey given out so far, and is this a fake card or is this one of the rarest D23 non-foil Maleficent dragons in existence? All that and so much more in this week's edition of Lorcana Alert. The set championships were this weekend and all the other weekends in October, and I got a Mirabelle. Wow, look at this Mirabelle. Isn't that a nice Mirabelle? Nice. But I also got this really cool box. This is the box that the playmats come in. I didn't get a playmat, but I sure did get this box. And you know what else comes in this box? The cool sheet that says Mirabelle on it. It has the Mirabelle playmat. So I kind of got a playmat because I got the box. And then, you're not going to believe this. There's one more thing in this box. And it's the wrapper that the promos came in. That's right, if you haven't seen it, the Mirabelle promos come in this like a wax paper thing. I don't know. Switching gears, let's talk about YouTube. On YouTube this week, there's a new channel that's out there. How exciting! It's by none other than Ed Chu. He's the person that won the DLC Fort Worth and got a golden Mickey. And not only that, but he interviews what seems to be his good friend, Chris Louie, who got second place in the DLC Vegas. And you can see one of their golden Mickeys in the background there. In this video, they talk about their process of why they chose the deck that they chose and why they didn't play any of the muses in the green steel discard. They went for a more consistent approach of playing 4 ofs of every card that they play. This video is worth a watch if you play Green Steel, and it's worth a watch if you don't play Green Steel because you get to learn from some of the top players at Disney Lorcana. Go subscribe to this new channel. I think you're going to get some knowledge. Also on the YouTube, there was this wild video by Inkthieves. They're a team just like Team Labrynth is a team. This video has Jeebus in it, and that's not the exciting part. The exciting part is that in this video, they reveal the website that they've been working on, called unsungheroes.gg. This website has a list of all the golden Mickey Mouses that have been given out so far for the Disney Lorcana challenges. You can sort by the number, so you can see any cool numbers that have come out. They pointed out this one, which is 23, the same number as Michael Jordan. Maybe a cool card to have. And then the first place winner of the first challenge in Lille was Frank Karsten with the number 100. Other than that, there's no other cool numbers that I'm seeing. 200's kind of cool. Jordan Moore got that one in Chicago for getting 6th. Are there any other cool numbers? Not that I'm seeing, but if your favorite number's here, you can see who won it and you can see if it's been graded, and you can even sort by the highest condition grades. This website is a wiki form, which means that it's editable by the community. So if you have other information, if you know what these other grades are, you can let the people know on the wiki. If the Golden Mickey tracker isn't cool enough, they also have data on the challenges. Like this one from the Disney Lorcana Challenge Atlanta. Has the top 8 players. You can even see all the way up to 64th place. And then you can even click into their deck list to be taken to their deck on inkdex.com. This is a cool resource to have. Thank you for making this, Inkthieves, and the other people that worked on this. Over on the Reddit this week, it's time for some shameless plugs with this post that says, Lorcana content creators, who's your fave? Already said Ink? I don't know. The comment section of this post is filled with great Lorcana tubers like Podcana, Lorcana Villain, Spessy, Earlmeister, Zan Syed, B. DeCandio, Steadfast, Lorcana Academy, and then Inkborn Heroes themselves shouted out, Ready, Set, Ink for generally fun content. Thank you so much for the shout out, Inkborn Heroes. We're literally so close to 1,000 subscribers. Please hit the like button. It gets this video seen by so many other people. And if you're not subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Also on Reddit, this guy is playing with marked sleeves, but it's not what you think. These sleeves came out of the pack like this, and we're going to see another post where this red mysterious globulars are on other Lorcana products. What's going on with the red ink? Is it a clue to the new villain of Lorcana, or is it just a quality assurance thing? The last interesting post on Reddit was this post about, does deck size really matter? Kinda. If you get into the statistics, if you read this article by Frank, the guy who won the Lil Challenge, he talks about probability theory in Lorcana. This is an old article, but it's being brought up again because of this post. Deck size does matter, but if you want to play 61 cards, play 61 cards. If you want to sneak in a flounder, sneak in a flounder. It's not about the deck size, it's about the friends you make along the way. On Instagram this week, Lorcanarob posted what he is claiming to be a one-of-one foil barcode Lorcana card, the rarest card in all of Lorcana. Do you think this is the rarest card, or do you think that's something else? Go follow Lorcanarob on Instagram for all the craziest misprints and errors, like this foil shifted Diablo. On Twitter this week, heartbreaking news as Thea announced that she is selling all of her Lorcana cards and that she hasn't played Lorcana since Pixelborn was taken down. I remember seeing Thea at the Disney Lorcana Challenge Atlanta, and if you go to the new DLC Wiki by Unsung Heroes, you can check out that Thea was even one of the feature matches on day 1, round 1. Thea said that she made fond memories and friends, and that's right, because the real loot at Disney Lorcana is the friends you make along the way. The big news of this week is this Pixel RPG game. Everybody's sharing their friend codes, and we also have a friend code. If you haven't played this game, lots of the Lorcana people are playing this game. You get some Lorcana characters, and you go to town defeating the Maleficent, and that's what it's all about. That's all Twitter is this week, is people sharing their friend codes for Pixel RPG. If you haven't seen it, it's a game. You can add Ready, Set, Ink. Our name is Card Eater. Ow? Also on Twitter, there's this cryptic message that had this graphic about the Lumineers Champion Leagues, and then we finally found out what it is. It's going to be streamed on Wonderland's Twitch channel, and it's going to be a showdown between Labrynith TCG and Inkthieves. Two Lorcana teams facing off this Friday, October 11th. The link is in the description to Luke Wonderland's channel. Should be an interesting game. Also on Twitter, we wanted to shout out Nive the Nerd. Nive put together this crazy infographic. It says this is the data from events recorded on inkdex.com between 9/28/2024 and 10/7/2024. That is the first weekend of the Disney Lorcana Shimmering Skies Set Championships. And this pie chart really puts things into perspective. It says Amethyst Ruby showed up 20.4% of the time in top 8 for 36 plus player events, and in top 16 for 100 plus player events. And then if you look over here on the left, it says Emerald Steel is 12.2% represented. There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Oh, stop booing. There's nothing wrong with it. There are dozens of us. Dozens!
Thanks to Nive again for making such useful data that we can interpret. On Facebook, there was this crazy post by none other than Pavel. Pavel was the creator of Pixelborn and a wonderful member of this community. And he says, since there was a buzz around Lorcana North America versus the EU, let's settle this like grown-ups by simply playing the game. Pavel says he will be organizing an online tournament for the best 8 players from EU and NA voted by us, the people. If you want to cast the event, DM me, EU casters only. Whoops. Link to voting in the comments. At the poll, we can see that Zan Syed is at the top with 467 votes as of filming this video, along with Moyen representing the EU. Some people are saying that this turned into a popularity contest, but I think that this thing is cool altogether. I would watch this tournament, hands down. Also on the Facebook from an anonymous participant, which is kind of sus. He said a friend found someone who claims to have worked for Ravensburger. This person asserts that the original plan for the first D23s was to be half foil, half non-foil. But in the early printing, the process was switched and all the foils were put on the same sheet for printing. He's claiming that this maleficent monstrous dragon with the D23 logo and first edition logo is real. And the comments are not so enthused. People are seeing red flags everywhere. And some people are offering $5 just to take the chance that this is a legitimate card. Is this the rarest card, or is it the foil barcode? Oh wow, there's also a Robin Hood that's non-foil from D23. My heart tells me it's fake, especially being the anonymous participant with the very random claims. What do you think? Tell me in the comments, is this real or not real? The last crazy error that we're talking about is this one. I told you that we were talking about more of these red globulars on cards. It says, what type of air do you call this? Opened out of a Shimmering Skies pack. This is Basil, but he has this crazy red air. We've seen stuff where it's a non-print there, like where it'll be white instead of like the colored in like beige color. But this one is red. Kind of weird. The best comment that I'm seeing is, are you sure that it's not just a Swedish fish that's melted on a card? I like it. I haven't seen one of these. Congratulations on the cool air card. For our meta report, we gotta check in with Nive's chart that he made. You can do some digging on inkdex.com. You can look at this 600 player tournament. You can look at what won. Steel Song is doing okay. Red Blue's out there, the Sisu build, the non-Sisu build. But the best decks aren't decks. They're the friends that you make along the way. That's the best thing to bring with you to your set championships. In our Market Watch segment, we see that the Beast Tragic Hero is $41, and this 8 starter decks from Into the Inklands is $40. These starter decks have 2 Flounders in the Moana deck and 5 Dalmatian puppies in the Pongo deck. That's 20 puppies and 8 Flounders for $40. Is that more valuable than Beast? And you also get like a pack. You get 8 packs in the decks because there's 8 decks. But that aside, 20 puppies and 8 Flounders or a Beast? Which would you rather have? I'm kind of leaning towards the Flounders, and I might be guilty of buying some of my own. Naveen is now under $15 after not performing so hot in the championships. I think it's a good card, and I think it'll be spicy for a long time to come. It's a lot of value for 4 ink. You can get 10 ink of value. Sign me up. If you don't have Naveens, you should probably think about Naveen and what he can do for you. If you have any Lorcana alerts that you want us to know about, email us at lorcana707@gmail.com. Ready Set Inc. is now over 980 subscribers, 20 more to go.